Hello, and I welcome you for this session on DOS and DDoS attacks. DOS is preliminary known as a denial of service, whereas DDoS is a distributed denial of service. Both has the same, the focus. See, denial of service is an attack which is meant to shut down a machine or a network, making it inaccessible to its intended users. DOS attacks accomplish this by flooding the target with traffic or sending it information that triggers a crash. So the ultimate goal of a DOS is to make the system inaccessible to the victim. Okay, and a DDoS is also a kind of a distributed denial of service, which is basically an attack, a DOS attack that comes from more than one source at the same time. So now I'm going to explain about some of the important features of the type of attacks in DOS and as well as in DDoS. So this is very, very important, especially when you are preparing for interviews or exam. So DOS methods, you can see this, the first one, which is like a buffer overflow, which crashes applications or services. Smurf, which is a spoof traffic sent across to the broadcast of a network. And Fraggle, this is a kind of attack, which is of a UDP version, which is similar to Smurf, usually bouncing the and echoing the ports. Ping of death. So this is again a very, very important one. When the packet is larger than 64K, that is 65536. Okay, so then this kind of attack happens. Teardrop often is also called as a kind of virus. See, offset values, okay, which changes the fragment address so that there will be an overlap of the packets. Hence, there is a shortage of packets also which comes. So this is called as a teardrop. So it will again go for a retransmit and then the DOS attack continues. So there are other kind of attacks which is very popular, which is called as a Syn flood. Syn flood, which is a common attack which we are going to do in this lab also. The Syn flood using this HPing and other thing. Syn flags are sent to open ports, no completion of the handshake. It's continuously to flood in millions. Land, traffic sent to a victim, spoofing itself as the source, resulting in ACK storms. Okay, so these are the important various type of DOS methods. So please understand one more thing, DOS attacks, which you also call this terminology of bots. See, bot, the handlers and zombies are machines which infected with malware, which is floating IPs is also called as a bot attacks. Okay, so now I'll quickly, these are the various type of bots which are available, which is there. You can go through this one, and the DOS tools also are mentioned here. So this is a one page which is, so now let me quickly go through the experiment content. So here I am going to use this Kali Linux and also Metasploitable Linux, which has all the malware or kind of vulnerabilities in this particular machine, which is downloaded. And hence the IPs of this Kali machine is 192.168.1.28, Metasploit is 1.85. So the first method which I am using is through Metasploit. So I am in the Kali console. So what I am going to do, I have logged in. What I am going to do is MSF console. So I'm quickly launching this Metasploit console, framework console. So here I'm going to use this DOS attack to the victim, which I'll be demonstrating on the website. So starting this Metasploit. Okay, so here I'm going to use auxiliary DOS TCP and Syn flood. Okay, so set as remote host as what we call as this Metasploitable Linux. This is the IP. This is my target, so that my website will be inaccessible. 192.168.1.85. 1.85. Okay. So before I run this exploit, I will open my browser. 192.168.1.85 is my victim. So this one. So if I say this particular one, I'm able to do, I can go, these are the websites which are available. Okay, so here I can do exploit. So what will happen? Now the Syn flooding starts. So once I start this Wireshark, you can go through this, the number of packets increasing dynamically. It's growing very fast, very fast. You can see here the packets are reaching all this flooding. Syn packets are flowing very fast in this Wireshark. So in this way, what happens is the victim feels, I mean, the server is unavailable. This is the first method. And now I'm going to let you know about how you can use using hping 3. hping 3 hyphen capital S, and I can give the victim IP, that is 192.168.1.85 is the target, and hyphen A spoof. I can spoof the IP. I can say 2.3.4.5.5, some IP, some fake IP. This is the spoof IP. Hyphen port is 22, and then hyphen flood. So again I repeat, hping 3 hyphen S. This is the target, and this is my spoof IP. You can see this hyphen flood. So this is the normal ARP traffic which is flowing across in the background of Wireshark. So once I start now, you can see abnormal traffic which is flowing. Abnormal traffic. You can see this 30,000, 40,000. See the source packet, the IP has been spoofed now, and it is reaching the destination. Ultimately, what will happen at the destination, if the web server or website is being used, it becomes very, I mean, slow. So you can see that there are about 450,000 packets has been transmitted in a very short time. So this is about experimenting DOS and DDoS. Okay, thank you. Bye.